Yesterday, something amazing happened in the world of YouTube, NASCAR, and sports altogether. Pat McAfee. He used to be the punter for Indianapolis Colts. Meh, go Titans. But still, I digress. Today, he's become one of the most popular sports commentators, influencers, whatever you might want to call it. He's done work for the WWE. He's done work with ESPN College Game Day. And now he has quite possibly the best independent sports talk show in the world, exclusive to YouTube for free. You don't got to pay for a cable subscription to see his show. And that is the best thing about what he and his team are doing right now. And they're making a lot of money doing this too. And now, yesterday, during their show, there was supposed to be a media availability for Chase Elliott. There still was, but they weren't given as much time because, well, he was on for 30 minutes with Pat McAfee on his show talking about his return to NASCAR, and that's just a really awesome thing to see. For some of us, I didn't get a chance to be in that call, but those who were going to be in it, we kind of all agreed, hey, that's pretty cool that Pat McAfee has Chase Elliott on his show. And in a way, it's like I'm happy to see this because when I look up Pat McAfee NASCAR on YouTube, unfortunately, I don't see him talking about the best topics. He's usually been talking when there's been some controversy or something like that. When you look up Pat McAfee NASCAR on YouTube, the first thing you're going to see is this Chase Elliott video. That's great. But the second thing you're going to see is Pat McAfee reacts to NASCAR banning Confederate flags. Yeah, not the best topic to be discussing. Then we see Pat McAfee reacts to Kyle Larson's iRacing racial slur. Again, not a good topic to see come up on the Pat McAfee show. There's a video from 5 years ago that this is when his channel was still way, way underrated, and it only had 5.4 thousand views when the Pat McAfee show had Kyle Busch on, and it was talking about a steak and shake night. That's an interesting one. But then we see another video that's not a good topic to discuss, and it's just titled, I Was Wrong. And the thumbnail makes it very clear that it was referring to the Bubba Wallace situation at Talladega. So in the past, we haven't seen Pat McAfee have the greatest reasons to talk about NASCAR, unfortunately. And I hate to say that because this is the biggest show on YouTube for sports these days. And we haven't had a good chance to see him talk about NASCAR until now. He had Chase Elliott on for a one-on-one interview. Some great things were discussed. And granted, he admits it several times in it that they don't talk about NASCAR often. So some of the questions you would hear in that interview were, it would drive a common NASCAR fans, like it's like nails on a chalkboard a little bit, some of the questions. But for the casual sports audience that we should be trying to get to bring them into NASCAR, hey, it's perfectly fine. And that's what this is a good thing to see because he has a very casual sports audience. When you look at his channel, you're going to see a few things when you go into his video category. A lot of football. He has a lot of football fans who watch his show. He also has a lot of other good sports like baseball. NASCAR isn't usually something that you're going to see, so the views kind of reflect on that. We have Chase Elliott's video posted 17 hours ago. It's the most recent thing on the channel as of this recording, 23,000 views. But other things posted similar times, over 100,000 views. So obviously this didn't click right with their usual audience, but it's still cool to see that this happened. When you go into his live streams and you look at his last 16 live streams, including the one yesterday where Chase Elliott was on it, that one yesterday had a total of 237,000 views on that one live stream. And these are like 3-hour shows, but when you average his last 16 live streams, he's averaging 331,625 views. He even got 294,000 views on a watch-along for the Masters, golf. That's not typically seen as an exciting sport, but a guy like Pat McAfee can make that exciting. So here's my thoughts now. NASCAR, capitalize on this. Get Pat McAfee out to a race. We just recently announced that NASCAR Race Day is going to be making a little return with Kenny Wallace and John Roberts. Heck, if we can swing it, why not get Pat McAfee on for one of those and we live stream it in collaboration with the Pat McAfee Show and NASCAR and we see how the numbers can be for that. That's just an idea. Get Pat McAfee to watch Talladega for a watch along. You know, a guy like me, I'll clown my own channel a little bit. I ain't going to get that many views on a watch along. But if you can get a simulcast from the Pat McAfee show to tune into Talladega, you're going to get a whole lot of new eyes that had never been exposed to Talladega, because they're going to want to pull up Pat McAfee's live stream, and they're going to want to pull up the race to see what he's referring to while watching the race. Obviously, the Pat McAfee show can't show the race, but getting his reactions is something that people want to see. So my advice to NASCAR: you just had a huge opportunity by him bringing in NASCAR in a popular light to his show. Go after this. Find a way to collab with him. Get him on board. Make him a big NASCAR guy. Don't let it just be for those negative reasons that we've seen in the past. Let him talk about NASCAR in whatever way he can possibly do it to make it a popular sport, because that guy can make anything good. I only really learned of Pat McAfee, honestly, mainly through WWE, but my time watching him as a WWE commentator and other roles that he's had with the WWE has been very entertaining. I've enjoyed everything I've seen from Pat McAfee on that aspect of it, and now we have a golden opportunity. I can't think of anything in more modern times that this can compare to. Yeah, you have guys like me. You have guys like my buddies on NWP. We can all build up a little audience on this, but right now, we can't compare to 2.19 million subscribers talking about every sport possible. So we need to find a way to keep Pat McAfee interested in NASCAR, because this was unexpected by a lot of us to see Pat McAfee get Chase Elliott on the show. And I can't think of anything better for the sport right now, because you need as much positive, media coverage on the sport as possible. Now, I'm not saying Pat McAfee needs to come show up and be media for the race. I don't know if that's what we need. We don't need him, there for that part of it. But what he presents, what he brings to the sport's potential is something that someone like me, I just can't provide that. So we have a great way to increase the live fan experience. If he can, garner in that, that online engagement for a live stream, if we can, garner up an in-person live stream with Pat McAfee at a race, I think that would be a great opportunity. So I don't know. What do you guys think about Chase Elliott's appearance on the Pat McAfee show? I think it's really good. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's good for the Pat McAfee show. I think it's great for Chase Elliott. And I think this has nothing but great potential with it. So leave your thoughts down below. And if you're new to my channel, hey, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe for more NASCAR talk here during the week. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you're new to my channel, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you'll never miss another new video here on DannyBTalks. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.